I'm Dr. Belakku. I have been with Indus Valley Ayurveda Center since 2010, and I enjoy seeing my patients, or rather we call guests here. Their improvement in their health condition is what we look on an everyday basis. Basically, in Ayurveda, we have a unique concept called as the Prakriti, which is the constitution, and every individual is identified with his own unique constitution, which is basically the predominant of one of the doshas. So we address him as like a Vata predominant person, Pitta predominant, or a Kapha predominant. This can be either one dosha predominant, or sometimes it can be a combination of two doshas, sometimes the combination of all the three doshas in the equal proportion. So we are born with this nature, and that remains with us all along our lifespan. So understanding the constitution is the unique feature of Ayurveda, which helps in correcting our lifestyle. Previously, what used to happen is there were more of the diseases that was coming out of infection or inflammation in the body. But these days, it is more like a lifestyle disorder, and understanding our constitution and having a lifestyle framed as per our constitution helps in having a positive health benefit. So coming to understand how we can identify our dosha, this is like a very unique and a very deep science which needs to be done or evaluated by the physician itself. But generally, I can give you a gross properties of what identifies Vata, what identifies Pitta, which can to a certain extent help, but it's like more deeper science beyond this. So people with Vata constitution generally tends to be on the lean side. They have dryness in the hair, dryness on the skin, and they have very erratic or very fluctuating nature, and their thoughts run beyond like what they think. So coming to the Pitta people, they have a good well-built body framework. They are very smart to look at, and they are very workaholic. And coming to the Kapha, they always have a tendency to be a little on the bulkier side, and they are generally slow in their activities. And they are people who likes food, they are little lethargic, and they generally try to stay away from the activity level. This is what gives like a basic features. But beyond this, there are many other factors which needs to be identified by the physician. Pitta basically goes with the combination of water and the fire. So people with Pitta, to identify the imbalance, they generally tend to have warmth on their skin, and they are prone for any kind of inflammations easily. And when it comes to the functioning of the mind, they tend to get angry, frustrated easily. The patience in them is less, and they get very stressful. So this is a very few basic points that helps in identifying them. Anything related to the inflammation is easy with the Pitta people. So it can be acidity, it can be any kind of bowel disorders. Coming to the mind, it can be the stress, the hair fall. So these are a few of them. But again, always it will not be like one dosha. It will be the combination of two doshas that get involved, or the three doshas as well. And each system has their own constitution. Say when a person is sensitive with the respiratory system, he is more prone for the inflammation in the chest. When he is sensitive with the digestive system, it is reflecting as the digestive imbalance, which is basically the acidity. And when it is the joints, again the joint inflammation, be the arthritis, more like an inflammatory arthritis rather than the osteo or the degenerative arthritis. And coming to the mind, it is the stress, anger, frustration. So depending on in which system the dosha is predominant, the imbalance is identified that way. Pitta people, they don't gain weight because of their constitution. So they can gain weight because of the inflammatory process that happens in their body, or because of the stress levels in their body. What happens with the stress is either they shut off or they indulge in overeating. So when they indulge in overeating, definitely the digestive system would be stressed out, and there is malabsorption happening, and this leads to the weight gain. Pitta is more working from the mind, so concentrating and focusing on the pranayama, meditation, and allowing the mind and the body to rest is a key factor for the Pitta people. They cannot sit idle or they cannot stop doing anything. It's like they are always on the go. So allowing them to rest, allowing them to relax helps in balancing the Pitta dosha. And again, there are certain herbs which helps in balancing the Pitta, like the cumin, the coriander, we have Brahmi, we have Bhringaraja. So all these helps in balancing the Pitta dosha. Ayurveda basically goes with the taste of the food. So they need to avoid anything that is sour, salty and pungent. And they should prefer more of the sweet, the astringent and the bitter taste, which helps in balancing the Pitta. Ghee is very good to balance Pitta, so they can include ghee in the food, but it has to be like a warm melted ghee on a warm food. Self-abhyanga should be something beneficial, and again waking up in the morning would be ideal. And for them, as I said, resting is more important. They need to sleep early. They need to sleep in the kapha period, which is generally before 10 o'clock. So trying to sleep before 10 o'clock and allowing the body to rest is what is the key factor for the Pitta balancing to happen, and minimize their physical activities. So it's more of the introspection, the meditation, the pranayamas that would cool their system. Predominant taste that they should prefer and avoid has to be considered. Getting into the universal principles is not with Ayurveda. It is very unique, very specific for their constitution and for their imbalance. But Ayurveda gives a guideline. It's basically about ahara, vihara and vichara. So the way we eat, the way our activities are, and the thought process how it is. Having a healthy lifestyle, basically having fresh meal prepared for all the 3 meals, having more of like the energy rich food, not the preserved or the processed food. So freshly prepared food is something that I would advise. And coming to the activities, it is moderation, and this suits for all the constitution people. And then coming to the thought process, calm, relaxed mind, no overthinking, and not to have these Arishat Vargas, whatever we call as like the increased greed, the envy, the jealousy. So having like a good streamlined thought process and getting into the process of pranayama, meditation can be considered as universal thing for all the 3 doshas. What I advise is to get to know more about the doshas or the imbalance or how they can correct it and maintain the stability. It's always good for them to get into their consultations with the Ayurveda doctors. Though we have varied information on the internet, it becomes like sometimes generalized. The uniqueness is what is more important. So what message I would like to give is, please meet a doctor to design your treatment or the lifestyle. We have been handling patients of almost all the medically treatable conditions here, and definitely when it is the surgical conditions or when it is acute, we do have an integrative approach, and that's what I focus on or believe in the right Ayurveda treatments.